Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm just going to do a quick run through of the settings menu on an Android phone. So here I've got my Poco X3 Pro, which is running MIUI 12 on Android 11, and I'm just going to go through each of the settings in the settings menu just to show you what it's all about, where you can find certain things. So let's dive in. The first section we're going to jump into is About Phone. Now this is where it gives you all the information on your phone. So you've got your device name, your storage. So here I've got 128 gigabytes of internal storage, and being occupied is 55 gigabytes. And then if you can click on that, and then it gives you a breakdown of all your individual sections that are using up each amount of space. And then of course below that you've got your software version. So this is MIUI 12.5.1 and this is running Android 11. And then if you click on all specs, you've got even more information here. So in this model I've got 6 gigabytes of RAM. I'm running an octa-core processor, which is the Snapdragon 860, which maximum clock speed of 2.96 gigahertz. And then just tells you your Android version again, MIUI version, and then just a few other bits and bobs there. Here also you've got the option to back up and restore any of your stuff on your phone to other devices. And then if you come to sell your phone and you need to do a factory reset, you've got that option there, which will obviously wipe the phone completely. So don't do that by accident. So the next thing, System Apps Updater. So this is where it will bring up, although I'm not connected to a Wi-Fi at the moment, but this will bring up any apps that are due an update, and it will give you the option to individually update them, or you can click Update All, and it will update them all at the same time. So just be careful looking at how much data each of those will use if you're on mobile data and not a Wi-Fi, because some of them can use up quite a bit of data. Security status, Find Device on, and then security update. The last one was on 21.5.1. So I think that's the 1st of May, not the 5th of January, depending on how you read it. And then if we go SIM cards and mobile networks. So this is a dual SIM phone. So you can put 2 SIM cards in it, and then you can set the default to accept calls, and for using data to be the 1 or the 2 SIM card. Wi-Fi, of course, you've got various mobile networks that you can choose, and then obviously do your password. Additional settings, you can manage saved networks as well. Bluetooth, similar to the Wi-Fi layout, you've got various devices. So here I've got my car Bluetooth, and then I've got a Bluetooth speaker that is saved on here. Obviously if you're nearby those, they'll connect automatically, and then you can search there for more available devices, and it will give you the option if you're nearby something else that you need to connect to. Portable hotspot. Now this is where you can connect your device. So this one, for argument's sake, if I had my SIM card in it, I could turn on portable hotspot and then turn on the Wi-Fi on another device. I've done a video on how to do this, so check that out as well. But this will just allow, if you've got a friend that's run out of data, you can get them to connect to your mobile data, so they've got some internet if you've got plenty of data that you can share. Connection and sharing, so you've got Me Share, Screencast and printing, so you can connect to a wireless printer. You can connect to a VPN, which is a private network, so that just makes your browsing a bit more secure. And then wireless display, you can connect to a wireless display, obviously, whether that be a TV or a monitor or something like that. And then you've got NFC, so you can turn that on, so which will allow you to make contactless payments. And then you've got contactless payment settings there. Default is Google Pay, and there isn't another option. And then you've got a few other bits and bobs down there. Lock screen, this is just anything to do with your lock screen, such as how long your phone stays awake after inactivity. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to turn this on to 5 minutes so that it doesn't keep going off. Raise to wake, so of course if your phone is on the floor and then you pick it up and it automatically wakes up rather than you having to click the button. And then you've got a double tap to wake or turn off screen. So if I just do that, double tap the screen, and then it comes straight on. And then the wake lock screen for notifications as well. So the screen will obviously come on if you get a text or a WhatsApp message or anything like that. Display charging animation after the device is unlocked. Speaks for itself really. And then launch camera, you can set to double press the volume down button to open the camera when the screen is locked. I don't bother doing that because, you know, I'm not really in any rush to open the camera ever. Display, this is where you can set all your display options, so you can flip between your light mode and your dark mode. I like to keep it on dark mode. You can schedule the dark mode to come on at a certain time, so at night if you're in bed, you can have it to come on at 9 o'clock in the evening. And then more dark mode options, you can set the dark mode for each individual app. So if an app isn't running quite like you'd like it to in dark mode, you can switch it off for that specific app. You can set your brightness level. Obviously auto brightness is set as being on straight away, and I don't think there's any reason to turn it off, but you've obviously got your slider there and then your slider when you pull down the notification bar as well. Reading mode, color scheme, so that just allows you to adjust the saturation of the colors on the screen. I like having it as saturated. Some people find that a bit excessive, but I'm not that bothered. And then you can adjust color temperature manually if you want to do all that. And then you've got the refresh rate here. So this is a 120 Hz refresh rate display. You've got the option to reduce it down to 60 Hz, which will save on a bit of battery life. But then of course, the user experience won't be quite as smooth as obviously it is at 120 Hz. And you've got text size, so you can adjust the size of the text on the screen. So I just set it as small and leave it like that. Auto rotate, obviously that speaks for itself. Auto rotates when you're playing video, etc. Sound to notifications, so this is where you do all your alarms, your ringtones, your notifications. You can set the volume for each notification and all that sort of stuff. Silent mode, do not disturb, notify about calls and all that sort of stuff. Notifications and control center, you can set how you want the notifications to look. And then control center style, there is a new version that's very iOS-like, so you swipe down from the right hand side to get to your toggles and then the left hand side to get to your notifications. I just keep it on the old version because I quite like it like that. Home screen, so this allows you to customize the layout of your home screen. So you've got the option here 3, 4 and 5. This allows you to change how many icons are going from left to right, right to left, whichever. So 3, 4 or 5. I like to keep it on 5. It allows more icons to be on your home screen. And then of course you can also change the size of them as well. I keep that on medium because that seems like quite a good set layout there. You can also choose your icon pack. The only one on here by default is the system, and you can add more. Again, yes, I'm guessing you have to download them. And then if you go on wallpapers, so this gives you the option of changing your background wallpaper. You've got the pre-installed ones on here. There's quite a lot there, to be fair. Oh, they've added some new ones. They weren't on there before. Very cool. These mountains, they weren't on there before, so I will change to one of those. Hang on a minute. No, I don't like that one. Let's just try that one for argument's sake. I always set it to both my home screen and my lock screen. Pretty good. Anyway, so yes, so you can use the pre-installed wallpapers on here. You can also use photos that you've taken. And down here, if you are connected to a network, you can download new ones as well. Themes, again, you need to be connected to a network, but this allows you to download various themes for your phone. So this will be a wallpaper plus, you know, an icon pack, different clock and all that sort of stuff to give it a really unique look. Passwords and security, this is obviously where you set up your biometrics. So your fingerprint, face unlock, screen lock, which is your password or your pattern. Apps, so this is where you can change individual app settings. So go on camera for argument's sake, you can turn on the watermark, picture quality, image stabilization, all that sort of stuff. So you can really go deep into your settings to tweak things to how you want it. Additional settings, this is where you can set your date and your time, your language, full screen display. So this is where you can find your system navigation. So at the moment I've got it on full screen gestures, but you can switch it back to buttons if you want, with your recent apps and all that sort of stuff. I like to keep it on full screen gestures, and then you can just swipe away. One thing that I don't like about the MIUI for Poco is that when you swipe up and hold to get to your recent apps, there isn't the option to swipe up to get rid of your apps. You actually have to swipe to the right to get rid of them. So for when I'm switching between different phones like my iPhone and other MIUI phones that do actually have the swipe up to get rid of your apps, there isn't that option on here, which is a bit annoying. Full screen indicator, double check for gestures, all that sort of stuff, and then you can obviously go through a tutorial if you're a bit stuck on how to use it. LED light, light up when charging, blink light, pulse for notifications, you can turn that on or off. Clear speaker, so this plays a 30-second audio to help clear any dust that might be in the speakers. I'm not going to do it because it's a horrible sound. Digital wellbeing and parental controls, so you can, again, you've got to be connected to the internet for everything, but this is where you can set your restrictions. If you've got kids using your phone, you've got your Me account. So if you have a Me account, you can type in your phone number and sign in, or sign in through Facebook or Google. And to be honest, that is basically it in terms of the settings menu for Android. Obviously this is on a device running MIUI, but it's going to be very, very similar on most other Android phones in general. Obviously there are going to be a few differences here and there, but in terms of obviously Wi-Fi and Bluetooth settings and display and sound and vibration and all that sort of stuff, they're all going to be very, very similar. So I hope this helps. I hope it helped you find a few things that you may have been looking for but couldn't find on your device. If you did enjoy it, a thumbs up would be great. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ding the notification bell so you know whenever I upload a new video. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.